In this session, I will discuss in detail how to use PubMed for literature review. Literature review is the purposeful and systematic review of information available on topic of interest through searching articles that have been published by researchers and organizations and any information available in books. PubMed is a database containing thousands of articles on medical topics. I will now show you how it works. I'm opening PubMed. So now suppose I'm study awareness of plastic safety among doctors, and now I will search articles related to plastic safety. Okay, so I write the topic of my interest here and then search. Now you can see articles having these terms will appear. You can see all of the articles are not having the word of plastic. However, they are showing articles that contain either the word of safety or plastic or both words. Coming back to presentation, I will now discuss what other features PubMed has for smart searching. So for more focused search, you need to understand field tags, mesh terms, Boolean operators, phrase searching, and some limitations of PubMed. So these are the field tags used by PubMed. The important ones to note here are all fields and mesh terms, MH. What is mesh terms? Basically, it's a list of headings, the key terms or the heading words recognized in articles by the PubMed. And these stand for medical subject headings. It is a controlled vocabulary list of more than 26,000 subject headings. And this list is updated annually. As more and more articles are uploaded on PubMed, for each article, PubMed recognizes key terms. It takes almost 10 to 15 headings from an article and adds those terms to its mesh list. And what words does it take? The keywords that you have written in your article and any other important word that can be made a heading in your article. Now, how we use these mesh terms for searching? We can search for any articles on our topic of interest by the mesh word filter. So we apply the mesh word filter. For example, my topic is COVID-19. I will write in PubMed COVID-19 space bracket mesh bracket. What does it do? It will bring all the articles with heading of COVID-19. If you write COVID-19 all fields, it will bring all articles with either heading of COVID-19 or having the word of COVID-19 as text. And if we don't write mesh or all fields, by default PubMed will look into both. I will demonstrate you here application of mesh filter on my topic, which is plastic safety. So I write here in brackets mesh. Now search. You can see here that PubMed is showing articles having the term of either plastic or safety in headings and not in text. Here it is shown in text, but it is also in the heading. And in this heading, safety word is written. safety here again, safety here again, plastic in this heading, safety here. Fine. So if I write here all fields, it will give me articles having the word of plastic or safety in either the heading or in the text of article. So again, this is in the text. This is in the text. This is in the text. This is in the heading. When I have two words in my topic for searching, I can use another feature of Pubmed, that is Boolean operators. The Boolean operators include and, or, not. And these operators combine the two terms in your topic name. For example, the topic is COVID-19 vaccines. If I write and between the two terms, Pubmed will bring articles having both the words. If I write or between the two words, Pubmed will bring articles having either of the word or both the words. If I write not between the two words, articles having the word of COVID-19 without any vaccine word will appear. And these have to be written in uppercase letter, and if we do not write any operator, then Pubmed will be using and operator by default. The two word term is called phrase, and some two word phrases are recognized by Pubmed as a heading, while not every phrase is recognized as a heading. That's why they do not appear together. For example, the phrase of heart attack is recognized by Pubmed as a mesh term, and the phrase of COVID-19 vaccine is not recognized as yet by the Pubmed as mesh term. That's why if you search for articles by writing COVID-19 vaccine, it will bring articles without combining these two words, because Pubmed has not recognized these words to be together as a term. But there are a few ways in Pubmed where you can force Pubmed to bring articles with these two words together. Number one method is to enclose the phrase in double quotes like this. Second, use a hyphen in between the two words. Third, write in brackets TW. I will now practically demonstrate this in Pubmed. So I was searching on plastic safety articles, and I was having results like this, where plastic and safety words were not together and they were separate. So I will now force Pubmed to bring them together. Articles having these words together will appear only. Okay, so plastic safety together as text, again in text, again together in text, together in heading here and in heading here also. I will use the other method of bringing them together now, putting a hyphen in between. Same results will appear. Using the third method here. So same results again. You can use any of these methods. Okay, back to our presentation. Another feature in Pubmed is truncation. Suppose you need articles having different forms of a term. For example, there is a word vaccine and you want articles having word of vaccination, vaccinees, vaccinated, etc. You can bring such results by writing asterisk at the end of your word. This kind of searching is usually not preferred because this will be very exhausting for Pubmed. Now, I am going to discuss search strategy in case you need hundreds of articles. For example, when you are writing reviews and systematic reviews, you need many articles. And for that, you need to first identify mesh words for your major concepts. Identify their keywords or synonyms. For example, my studies on patients. I can use synonyms of sick or diseased. If my study is on some drugs, I can use trade names or generics. And I can use alternate spellings for more articles appearing. And I can use alternate endings like I've given you the example of truncation method. So these methods can be used to bring many articles in your results. For example, my study is on COVID-19 vaccine side effects. These all 4 words will be the mesh terms. Then I will identify synonymous keywords related to my concepts like COVID for COVID-19 or coronavirus or SARS-CoV-2, etc. For vaccine, I can use immunization or prophylaxis, etc. or maybe the names of vaccines. For side effects, I can use words of adverse effects or adverse effects following immunization is a term, harms or demerits, dangers, etc. Then I will search for concepts combining mesh and keywords. Like I will write in my search strategy as COVID-19 bracket mesh or COVID-19 or. So these are Boolean operators that I am adding to my search. And then I will write and for the next mesh word. Firstly, I will write my mesh word. Then I will write its synonyms. And again, the Boolean operator, next mesh word, its synonyms, and then the last mesh word. Remember, this kind of extensive searching is required only when you are doing systematic reviews where you need hundreds of articles, and is not required in your routine original researches. You simply write your topic name and use Boolean operators and use the methods of force searching. But this kind of extensive searching is required when you need many articles in systematic reviews. So that was all about literature searching. We end our session here.